What's up guys, Austin done. I'm back again with another video, and as you can tell, here inside my car. I thought I should change it up just a little bit just to surprise you guys. But before we start the video, let me just start off by just saying thank you guys for all of your support, because here in the few months, or maybe a few weeks, I'm going to be able to get a new camera, and that means I can upgrade my production quality, and that was only because of all of you. So I appreciate the support. Thank you for watching and subscribing as usual, and I can't wait to get my new camera so I can stop recording on my cell phone. But for the time, it has worked. Today I'm going to discuss rest times. So somebody in my last video asked, hey Austin, can you do a video on rest times? How you feel about it? What's your take on it? Now I was like, that's a pretty easy topic to cover, so I'm going to cover it in this video. And so when I talk about rest time, so I'm going to be talking about in all facets of training, right? Calisthenics, of course, but when I say facets, you'll see what I'm talking about. So to begin, in my last video, what did I say? In calisthenics, we have that mindset. That mindset is having the weightlifting mentality, having that weightlifting mindset. So saying that, nothing changes since we're doing reps and sets. So first, let's start off by endurance training. Endurance training is classified as you doing an easier exercise for high reps to gain endurance in that exercise. Your goal is to get more and more reps. So let's say I want to be able to do 100 push-ups in a row. I might do sets of 80. And saying that, your rest period for endurance training, high reps, low intensity, is going to be really, really short. You're not going to have a lot of rest time in between endurance sets, because your goal is to completely burn out that muscle, fatigue it. So saying that, you do lower rest periods. It can be anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute. Just keep it really low. All right, that's endurance training. It's really simple. Next, let's get into the muscle building range, or what's called hypertrophy. Now, this is where a lot of people really want to know. So a hypertrophy exercise is an exercise that you can perform up to probably 12 to 15 times to failure. So it's not a really hard exercise for you, but it's also not too easy for you. Like, it provides a good stimulus, and that is what induces muscle building, right? Saying that, you usually do anywhere between 3 and 4 sets of muscle building exercise. And for the rest period, is which we're talking about, the rest period for that will be anywhere between a minute to 2 minutes long. It's according to how you're feeling and if you can get back. Now here with muscle building, our goal is to also fatigue the muscle and get that pump in the muscle and just fill it with blood. So that's why we have shorter rest period times, because if you rest a long time between sets of muscle building exercises, then you're not going to get that good pump like you feel. You're not going to have, a lot of blood flowing into your muscles. So that's why we also keep the rest periods anywhere between 1 minute to 2 minutes in our hypertrophy range. Now, it's not as short as endurance training, but also it's not as long as my next point, which is strength training. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard all about this. Strength training is you pick a hard exercise or a heavy exercise in regards to weightlifting that you can only perform the movement anywhere between 1 rep max for up to 6 repetitions. So the goal here in strength training is to rest long between sets. So you're doing low rest, a heavy exercise, and you want to have enough strength in order to perform that movement correctly and to the best of your ability again. So saying that, you rest anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes between sets, and you usually do up to 5 sets, like a high amount of sets since you're doing low reps so you can get more volume in. And so this is exactly what I do too. So I pick an exercise that I can't do a lot of reps in usually, and then in order to have that strength to do the exercise again on the next set, I rest long periods of time in between my sets. Like I said, anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes. So as you can see, there's kind of a correlation here in regards to the exercise selection and the rest period. The harder the exercise, the lower amount of reps, the longer you're going to rest between your sets, and the easier the exercise, the higher amount of reps, the shorter you're going to rest in between your sets. So like I said, the rest period is all according to your goals and what you're trying to do, whether it be endurance, hypertrophy, or strength training. Now, let me bring up circuit training here. Circuit training is basically supersetting a whole bunch of exercises with 0 rest in between each one. And in my opinion, that is not an efficient way to train. Maybe for a beginner, you can gain some strength or endurance while doing that. However, in my opinion, I feel like you need to pick what your goal is and what you want to do. So if it's endurance, strength, or building muscle, pick that goal, pick the correct amount of exercises, and implement the right amount of rest time. Now, that is just my opinion on it. That is my take on rest times. I've done my research on it. So if you learned something new in this video, please give a thumbs up. Or if you were just curious in regards to rest time and calisthenics, remember, we have that weightlifting mindset and mentality. So thank you guys for watching. Of course, more videos are coming soon, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.